Hey, how's it going, Transformer fans? I'm Pixar Prime Ken, and today I'm doing another video review. This time of the Transformers Prime Beast Hunters Deluxe Class Wave 2, figure number 3, the Bulkhead figure. That's right, we got the third figure in the Wave 2 of Deluxe figures. We got Bulkhead right there. He's got a spinning dragon grinder. We got his technical data: strength of a 10, makes sense, intelligence of a 5, speed of a 4, endurance of a 9, rank of a 6, courage of an 8, fire blast of 7, skill of a 5. Deluxe Class Series 2, figure number 7. Picture him right there. Other figures in the Wave. You can see his armored truck mode, his robot mode, Autobots from seasons 1 and 2 of Transformers Prime. He's got a spinning dragon grinder, weapon attaches to his vehicle mode and robot mode, and you can see that this big Autobot bruiser has enough strength to burst up entire Predacon armies, and that's it. But, very excited. It doesn't look a lot like a Bulkhead that we're used to, especially because it's a deluxe class. But, I'm excited to see how this figure is, so, I'll see you when he's out of his packaging. Now, obviously, before we get to the actual toy, we need to read these wonderful instructions. Now it's time for Tales of the Beast Hunters, Chapter 9, continued from Chapter 8, Deluxe Claw. Bulkhead, cool picture. Can see that his dragon grinder, it has diamondium saw blade, spins fast enough to superheat the air near its surface, and super hot vortex near blade can be used to block incoming laser fire as well as damage enemies, and it's specially designed to quickly cut through dragon armor. Now for the story. Bulkhead can't deny that the new weapons brought back to base by Bumblebee are pretty cool, but no one can figure out how to activate them. Autobot Ratchet is working on it in his lab, but Bulkhead would rather smash stuff than study, so he's been out in the middle of the desert for hours trying to get the thing to work. He's just about to give up when Ripclaw plunges out of the sky and smashes into him. Before Bulkhead can react, the unknown dragon's tail claw grips his chest and rips away at a chunk of his armor. Even as the big Autobot pounds on his beastly opponent, giving as good as he gets, he feels the poisonous heat of the dragon's mech venom searing his circuitry. Continuing in Chapter 10, Deluxe Class Smokescreen. Alright, so here we've got the Transformers Prime Beast Hunters Deluxe Class Bulkhead opened up out of his packaging and in his armored truck mode. Now, let's talk about this vehicle mode a little bit. Now, first, let's talk about the color. Everyone has complained about this orangey and green color mix, because you got a lot of colors on here. You got the green, you got some blue, you got some orangey stuff, you got some gold, and, you got some black, and even got his hands hanging down there, which bugs a lot of people. But, let's remove his weapon. But, it really doesn't bother me, the color scheme. I think it actually looks kind of good, and it really doesn't look all that bad in robot mode either. He's got clear translucent windshield in the front, blue, 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 nothing on the back, kind of hollow in the back. Kind of got that swirly black and gold paint going on in here. You got some spikes here jabbing out in the front, this silver part. Nothing really spectacular about this vehicle mode rolls. These tires tend to go in, so all you gotta do is push them back out. Nice tires, though. With this dragon thing, as you can see, it's a saw blade, and when you push it, it spins. When you let go, it kind of stops, so you kind of gotta hold it. That's kind of cool. Kind of translucent-y. You can see it's kind of like a dragon, 2 eyes and a mouth, so that's kind of cool. And it can peg on the top like you saw, or it can peg on to the side. Oop, and I unpopped something. So, not that bad. I mean, it's kind of small for a Bulkhead figure compared, because it's a deluxe, but it's a deluxe, so that makes sense. So, let's transform. Let's transform Bulkhead. What you want to do is you want to take these out. Oh, I forgot about the third mode. This is his third mode. This is his flying mode. We are going to see him like this in Season 3 of Transformers Prime. Nah, I'm just kidding. Of course I'm kidding. That makes sense. Take these, rotate these down, and then you have to rotate some extremely tight knee joints. Take these feet, rotate those down, and then this was up here. Kind of just take that down, and then come up here just so you guys can see. You want to take this section and take that out. Then, you want to take this, and this kind of just all comes down. Take this part, rotate that out. Kind of take this, and this all in there kind of goes together in a whole mesh. And then this just kind of comes up and sits right there. These wheels can, well, rotate those arms up. These wheels can kind of rotate back in. And then these arms just come down and then around. Down and around. Unpeg the legs. Take this section here. Take that back. And then these sections in here actually come out. And then this just kind of sits over his head. Take these, just kind of push those in. And then, take that up. And then, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, I mean, here we've got the Bulkhead figure in his robot mode. So, it's not a terrible looking robot mode, but, I have a couple flaws with it. One, this whole chest section here, this is kind of floppy. This is kind of floppy, and this doesn't really peg into anything. Nice Autobot logo, though. It doesn't really peg into anything. That's how it's supposed to be. It doesn't really bother me. It looks kind of good. He's got some really nice blue painted detail right there, and on his arms as well. One thing I don't like is if you see most people, or most Transformers, when they're standing, their elbow joints should be like that, and their wrists should be rotated so that their arms can be like that. But with this, his wrists don't rotate, so you have to keep it like that, which looks kind of weird. It's like, argh, and my camera's panning down. Whoa, don't do that. And then, coming down to his feet, there's really no feet if you count these little toes. It's just big giant blocks. So, no issue there. For Bulkhead's articulation, his head is on a ball joint, but it's kind of hard to get to because of this thing. Kind of reminds me of G1 Brawn. Shoulders are on ball joints, and they also swivel. Elbows pivot, and then you get some wrist articulation. At the hips, they are on ball joints, and they swivel. Extremely tight knee joint, like extremely tight. And then these little feet things are actually on ball joints, so, not bad. And his head sculpt is actually fairly nice. I really think that is kind of cool. He's got like a visor and then like these two dots above it. But like I said, he's a little small because he's a deluxe figure. So here is this Beast Hunter's Bulkhead, and here's the original Bulkhead, or at least the first edition. So, because I don't have the actual R&D Bulkhead. As you can see, big size difference. He really only comes up to about his abdomen section or his chest, but he's a deluxe figure. That makes sense. Why they wanted to make Bulkhead a deluxe figure, I have no idea. That was not a poor choice, but kind of strange if you ask me. So there he is. Let me just get him right out of the way. But the size, it's not something that bothers me. I think this is a very, very nice figure, actually. I'm really liking it. He's probably my third favorite of the wave. Smokescreen being my first. I haven't even opened him yet, but I can just tell he'll be my favorite. Then Ripclaw, then Ripclaw, then this guy, then Starscream. But I really like the way his legs look. The arms don't bother me that much. This thing above his head people have complained about. It doesn't really bother me all that much. He's got this cool little thing here where it looks like it's just painted black, but it's actual indentations where you can stick something up in there. It adds to the fact that it actually looks like some sort of vent. Now, for his weapon, we have his dragon thing. Now, he can either have it pegged on to his arm, like so. And, you can go around cutting people. Or he can hold his weapon. Or you can have it pegged onto the pegged hole that is still on his back for storage. So it's really, really not a bad figure. This figure has gotten a lot of liking, disliking. It's kind of hard to say whether or not this is a fantastic figure or not. And my camera just won't stay up today. Let's see, maybe that'll stay now. But there's something about the aesthetic of the figure that I just love, that I think looks really fantastic. So I can't really say anything else. So I'm going to transform him back to his vehicle mode. So what you want to do first is take these feet, or at least what I like to do first, flip the feet up, and then just peg the legs together. Then you want to come up here, rotate this section up, rotate those things back in, take these, rotate those up, bring this section up, kind of make sure his head's kind of straight. Take these tires, kind of just rotate them out, rotate the arms up. Take this section, that kind of flops forward. And, well, before you do that, you want to take this, and this kind of just comes unpegged, and then you can take this section, and once you get it right here, push those things back together. And when you push really hard, or just give it a good push, that'll clip down into place. Take these arms, you have to rotate these in, like so, and then rotate completely around. Well, it can be kind of sort of tough to do. So you just want to get the arms up so they're up like that. And then you want to do the exact same thing on the other side, of course. Ugh, that can be really tough to do. Rotate the hand up, come back here. And then these knee joints are extremely tight, so you got to really press down on those. And then this little gold section here, you can see that these arms actually, well, when you get this all the way up, these arms will actually tab in to that gold part right there. And then these feet have like little indentations right there that kind of go into those little green tabs, where if you just get it over good enough, they don't really tab in, but I guess it helps the security of the figure. Take this, rotate these down, and then there's little holes right there that these will peg into, like so. Like so, and just making sure everything's puzzled together. Ladies and gentlemen, here we have the Transformers Prime Beast Hunters Deluxe Class Bulkhead back in his vehicle mode. So, this isn't all that bad of a figure. I think it's really kind of good. I love them. I will admit that I really do like the mold on this figure. The colors really don't bother me. Hands in the vehicle mode don't bother me. The weapon's not bad, but who cares about weapon? That can't really detract from a figure. I really don't think. Oh, and I forgot. Rotate that back around. I really don't think that this figure is all that bad. I think you should definitely pick them up if you are collecting the new Beast figures, but I can totally see where people be like, I think I might pass on this guy, because I think characters in this wave, like maybe Ripcaw and Smokescreen, are more essential than maybe figures like Bulkhead and Starscream. So, that's my review of the Transformers Prime Beast Hunters Deluxe Class Bulkhead. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Have a good day.